Welcome back to AM Northwest. Our next guest is a rare combination of board-certified medical doctor, naturopathic physician, and Chinese medicine master. And here to tell us how to enhance our brain's memory and clarity, we welcome back Dr. Daniel Newman. Good to have you here.
Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks,
and I
Dave.
don't want anyone to believe that I'm have brain clarity. All that was written for me. I think as we get older, we worry about our brain functioning more and more. It's like the last organ we really pay attention to.
Well, it's definitely true. And, you know, if you or your family notices that you've had a significant decline in memory or mental clarity, the first thing that you want to do is have your physician evaluate you to make sure it's not due to some kind of an illness. Now, if they say that all's well, then you're probably dealing with what's simply called age-related cognitive decline, which is what you're talking about, where I go, what was your name again?
Yeah. Right.
And where did I put those keys?
Right. So what can we do about it?
Well, the big story here, and there may be a multitude of factors, appears to be inflammation. Inflammation in the brain actually causing a decrease in function and sometimes even death of nerve cells. Now, one of the things you can do that's very simple that they've shown in studies is to exercise. Even walking 20 minutes a day can be helpful.
And you know what, I always hear walking 20 minutes a day, which is great. Does it have to be 20 minutes in a row? Can it be 10 and 10? Can it be 4 5s? Does it matter?
Well, it probably does matter to a certain extent, but just by walking, in studies, there have been a number of different studies. So it's 20 minutes a day or a certain amount of time per week is what they really looked at.
But just get exercise.
But just get a little bit of exercise. And then, of course, there's food.
Right.
Now, there are a lot of foods that have been shown to decrease inflammation, even inflammation in the brain. And that includes things like coconut oil, broccoli, the spice turmeric, which is, you know, oftentimes used in Indian cooking, rosemary, which you can use dried or fresh, green tea, when if you don't like green tea, you can take it as a supplement, and then America's favorite herb, coffee.
Oh, now you're talking.
Yes, coffee actually is one of the most powerful stimulators of a gene regulator in the brain called NRF2 that can decrease inflammation.
All right, well, let's talk about supplements as well.
Well, there are a lot of supplements that can be helpful in decreasing inflammation, in improving the brain's ability to repair itself, and in improving the ability of our cells in the brain to communicate with each other.
Okay.
Now, of course, there's fish oil, or particularly one component of fish oil called DHA, or docosahexaenoic acid. You don't have to pronounce it for it to work. And then there's lithium orotate. Now, I'm not talking about the drug doses of lithium. I'm talking about tiny nutritional doses they found in research to actually increase the regrowth of the cerebral cortex in older folks with memory issues. And then there are a number of different herbs and supplements out there. Ginkgo is one that a lot of people know about.
I want to talk real quick about calories. You say people should reduce the number of calories they consume.
Well, there's some interesting research that shows that by decreasing your calorie intake by 30%, now that's a fair amount, either by decreasing what you eat on a daily basis or by fasting 1 or 2 days a week, and that does a number of different things. Number one, it decreases insulin levels, and that can be anti-inflammatory. Number two, if people are overweight, they find that losing weight can help with brain function, cognitive function. And the third is that when you decrease your calories, but particularly when you decrease your carbohydrates, you produce what are called keto acids, and they can decrease inflammation in the brain.
Interesting.
Very good. Well, we'll let folks know that more information, too, available. You can always find Dr. Newman at 360-696-3800, and we'll have a link on our website to his so you can find him there. Always good to talk to you.
Thank
Always
you,
informative.
Dr.
Pleasure as always.
Coming up next, how to choose the right decking, and a little later, fresh new ideas for spring salads.